Hello, guys. Welcome into the first
Okay,
ever official
okay.
Call or Something. Cue the applause.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And of course, I'm here with none other than New World and Dumpling Sims. I know y'all already know them. They are literally two fucking icons in this shit. But let's give it up for New World and Dumpling with some purple hearts in the chat. Hello. I need the chat flooded with purple hearts. I don't care what chat you in. You need to drop a purple heart right now. And welcome in our first ever Call or Something guests, New World Live and Dumpling Sims. Coochie Gang in the building. Coochie Gang. Oh my gosh. Whoa. We're in a shared hype train. We're starting off right. I'm so excited. New World, Dumpling, how are y'all feeling today? Ooh, let me turn off my emo wall.
Really
I'm good.
Y'all good? Oh
looking
my
better.
gosh. So I have an abundance of things I want to ask y'all, but honestly, I want to start with, and this is a deep question, but it's a simple one. Where y'all are today, and a year ago, did y'all see yourselves being where you are right now?
Woo.
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Nah.
not. So what changed in these last 12 months that got you to this point that you're at and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, like I'm here, I'm really doing this, like I'm in my bag, I'm doing the thing that I want to do, because y'all both do it in two very different ways, but very iconic ways. So what was that thing that really changed? Like what's one thing that y'all can pick out that changed for y'all in these last 12 months that makes you feel like, okay, I'm doing it now?
Like the actual thing that happened, or like how we feel, because the
How
actual
you
thing that
feel?
happened for me. Oh, okay. We know what the thing was for me.
Please.
Honestly, I still feel like I got a long way to go. I don't feel like y'all be like, you that girl, and I'd be like, I'm just a girl. You know, like that's how I feel.
Real. What about you, New?
What changed? I think just like seeing the feedback from the community on like videos, it kind of just, it like motivates you in a way because it's like people really watch the content and they really tap in. So, just seeing people show up all the time, it just makes you want to make another video and another one and another one. So, I'm just grateful for the community for real. Y'all been showing up, so it's like I just got to keep making content for everybody.
Speaking of community, y'all two are both people that, get me wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but y'all both started on the YouTube side of things. How does it feel to go from being on YouTube, which, with YouTube, something that you say New is YouTube only sees what you show them. So how does it feel going from being able to curate exactly what's shown to your communities and exactly what they see versus doing live content and everything's unedited, raw, unfiltered? Like, what's the difference for you in those two aspects?
I think the biggest thing is probably just like studying what works and really being in other communities and just being active. I think you get a lot of inspiration from just being a part of other people's communities and just being like just a good light on it and being like just a good person around people because they'll motivate you, you motivate them, you get ideas, and then people will just start saying like what they like, what they want to see. And so the transition to Twitch, it was just like because you build that community and you kind of like foster those relationships with people, they'll just show up because it's just like you were still just a light on the community. So it's just a cool thing to see just how it all plays out and how it transfers over, knowing that people will watch you either live or just making a video too.
Yeah.
What about you, Dumpling?
Well, y'all know I only stream biannually,
Dumpling
But-
streams 2 times a year, but it's okay.
Please. Getting more into streaming, I will say like it's a completely different experience. Making video content
Silent.
rather than making, streaming. The community connection is way different experience. Like it's hard to relate your comment section and like a chat to each other. Like it's two completely different experiences where like somebody could be watching your YouTube video 2 years later and they're just seeing it for the first time. Whereas like streaming live, they're seeing you right then and there. Everything that happens, they're seeing it. Just like you with them damn jelly beans.
All right, see, and you see how y'all see how it got back onto me. This is about you. Why are we talking about me and spilling my beans everywhere? Like, whoa, 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 whoa. But no, that's real. Like when it comes to live streaming, there is no. I like to say there really is no mistake because if you're being like your genuine, authentic self, whatever happens, happens. You know, you just
Yeah.
learn how to roll with the punches. Has that been hard for y'all? Like being, because like I said, y'all started on YouTube, so y'all edit things, and if y'all have not checked out their videos, you know what I mean. They edit very, very well, and they have beautiful aesthetics when it comes to their, you know, like how does it feel being able to not being able to basically do things the same way that you do on YouTube? Like I know that y'all content is very top tier, like when it comes to the aesthetics and the machinimas and things like that. That's not as easy to do live. So what was that transition like from doing things your way to now you have to do it live? Like, is it harder for y'all to feel like you're still producing the same quality of content doing it live versus doing it edited?
I'm just now trying to figure that out. And honestly, I've been studying new because this man has cinematics on a live stream. So, you know, he doing both somehow.
Very
He doing
true.
both, honestly. So, um, it's an experience to be fully live and still be entertaining. Because you know, like not everything's going to be entertaining. Like people really have to lock in and show up for you because everything we doing on the game might not be entertaining. You know, like
Exactly.
so
And how do y'all
that's the
handle
hardest
that? Like,
adjustment.
cause being a streamer, that's a real thing. Like you'll be like you'll be streaming, but sometimes you'll feel like, okay, am I not being entertaining enough? Like, do y'all ever have those bouts where you're like, okay, like maybe I need to step it up? Like you'll just be live, you're like, okay, let me sing or something. Like, let me do something to get the crowd
Quick,
jumping.
play
Like,
the
quick, play the Sims.
Sims. Well,
But no, for
yes.
real. Like I feel like that I feel like a lot of creators go through that. Like it's very internal streaming. Like I feel like it's very in your head. Like you can stream and your crowd can tell you like, oh, this is great, we're having such a good time. But in your head, if you feel like people are bored, it can really take over your mind and how you feel like when you're streaming. So how do y'all try to stay away from that? Because I feel like everybody, like we're our own worst enemies. So how do you try to like how do you make sure you don't let that take over how you feel when you're streaming? Because I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like we all deal with that little feeling of like not doing enough.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a. You know what's funny? I turned the camera on, and I don't know. Something happened. I don't know what be happening. Something just happened. We're like, you see the chat, you see everybody type. Everybody got their own different opinions, and I'm playing off them opinions. And sometimes if I'm a little nervous, I gotta call them big headed. You know, it worked. You know, they get mad, and then they, we just bounce off each other, and the vibe always cool. So I think it's just all about really just
Community.
understanding that these people are here for you at the end of the day. So you
Mm-hmm.
being yourself, you goofing around, like they gonna goof around with you, and then
Yeah.
they'll translate that to the Discord and clip you. Like shout out Dumpling for being the greatest clipper of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Can I
it's just
comment on
stuff like
that? Can
that.
I actually comment on that real quick? I just want y'all to know that 80% of news emotes are made by me.
Ooh.
Yes,
Just want y'all
Duffel
to know
says she's
that.
coming for the Clippers bags. W
Clips
clips.
queen for real.
That's so dope. Okay, so I want y'all to walk me through. I have the dates written down.
Oh.
New, I'm gonna start with you. I need you to walk me through what was leading up to August 17th, 2024, when you dropped your highly viewed, most viewed video with over 1 million views for Enzoy. I want to know, what were you thinking leading up to those days? How did you get to that point of going, okay, let me just drop this video? And when you dropped the video, did you know it was gonna do what it did?
Oof. Hold on, let me turn this
He came with the
So
receipts.
what's funny is, and I hope this is an inspiration to everybody, is before that video, I didn't have a single video crack over, I say like 5K views. I didn't have a single video that did it. I was just in the space talking about games, and just putting myself in places trying to figure it all out. And then when the Enjoy team hit me out, I just sat down and I spent the entire I had the game for like a month. We had the game for almost a month. So I spent the entire month after I stopped playing and studied like every single streamer, YouTuber. I went to their oldest videos. I scrolled through each of them. I just like forced myself into learning the rubric of just how to make this a video that people want to watch. And me taking that time, it just, I mean, the effort and the work, I mean, it shows. I think people also understand that when they watch videos, it's like the more time you do put into it, you will get those views, especially just learning about just how people watch videos, how people like things to be said in certain segments and stuff like that. So for me, it was talking to nobody till everybody found you. So I feel like that should be inspirational to everybody, because like y'all never know when that video is just gonna just go. So you just got to believe in yourself for real and just put it out. And you never know. I just put the video out. I was under 1,000 subs. I hit 1,000 subs that through that. In the middle of the video, I got monetized. I was just posting in the air for real. So
So you didn't like when you dropped that video, did you have, I want to say, like, did you have dreams of being like a YouTuber? Like when you dropped that video, were you very much on the path of like, okay, this is going to be the one and I'm going to keep going because I want to make it? Or did you just do it like, okay, this will be fun, and then it blew up and you were like, okay, shit, maybe I could do this? Like, did you go into it knowing that you were going to be a YouTuber, or did you realize later down the line, oh shit, this is for me?
I think I prepped myself to do it. I think when I did post it though, I think seeing how many people sat there and looked at the work and was like, "Oh, this is good." I was like, "Oh, okay, I gotta," because I'm at the end of the day, I wanted to respect people's time, because like I can't just post a video and then disappear.
Right.
Like they just want another video, gave them another video, and just kept giving them other videos. And then I was just seeing the numbers, and I was like, "Oh, okay, this might be something that I can really, really do." Like I was watching Annoying Orange when I was a kid, figuring out how they edit
my
it,
God.
crying on my Google Chrome laptop, didn't know what to do, and I just was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna do it. And as soon as I posted it, and it did what it did, as soon as I even made my first video, like it's different when people show up. Like when people show up,
Right.
that's all I needed.
Okay, I love that. What about you, Dumpling? I need you to walk me through what was going on before July 5th, 2025, because I was looking on your page and I seen you have previous LPs before this amazing Soulful Legacy that you dropped. If y'all don't know, please go check it out. Her Soulful Legacy is amazing. But how, like, when you did that, because I've seen your Soulful Legacy before it dropped. I seen it on TikTok. I seen them dancing around and they was high. I remember that, and I was like, oh shit, like, hold on, I'm gonna have to check her out. So I remember seeing it in real time, like you dropping the promo and stuff. Did you know when you dropped it that it was gonna be your biggest video on your YouTube now, or did you just think it would, just be a normal video like the other ones you posted before?
I definitely thought it would just be a normal video. I did think that it was going to attract more of the audience that I was looking for. Because it was something catered to the Black community, and we don't have too much of that. That's what made me like Soulful Legacy is my first ever legacy challenge. Like I've never even done it just playing by myself. So I was like, you know what? This makes me want to play a legacy challenge. Like this makes me want to do it. When I read through all the rules and like the vibes of it, I was like, I can make something out of this. But did I think it was gonna blow up? Absolutely not. I thought it was gonna do well because I was like, okay, my editing is better than it was when I first started my other LPs. Like my quality done upped a little bit, so I was like, okay, it's gonna do good. Did I think it was gonna like 10x everything else on my channel and like take me over 20K in like less than 6 months? Absolutely not. I did not think that was gonna happen. That was not what I expected. Like I started last year I just hit 5K this time last year, and I ended the year with over 22K on YouTube. So like I wasn't expecting that at all. And that was all from that date going forward. So that was all only the end of the year.
Okay. How old are y'all?
Ooh. Go first since I'm the unctie in the room.
Child.
I'm 30.
Yeah.
I'm
You're
30. Yeah.
And new
30,
23.
flirty, and thriving.
Okay, so y'all see
23,
that?
man.
I'm 26, News 23, and Dumpling is 30. Before I ask my first question, I just want y'all to know that you can do it at no matter what age you're at, okay?
Now where am I getting?
Let's just put that out there. You
When I get
can
grown and
do
shut
it
up,
no
I
matter
won't
how
do
old
it.
you are. There's nobody stopping you. My next question is for you, New. So your biggest video is Enzoy. This is two questions in one. Firstly, of course, the people want to know, are you going to keep playing Enzoy? 1 and 2. When you dropped that video, when did you become a simmer? Like, when did you switch to The Sims, or have you always played The Sims? Like, what was that transition like from going from Enzoy to making more Sims content?
So I've been playing The Sims, and I don't play with occults. I've been playing The Sims since
Neither.
Sims 3, Supernatural. Didn't have a good PC to run it. Y'all be picking on me about my PC, but I had to deal with a whole bunch of years of me on the HP laptop.
He got a NASA PC, y'all.
So yeah, I'm still seeing Enjoy because the team I do like where their head is at. They do listen. When I called them out on the black hairstyle things, they hit me immediately. It was like, hey, like give us some inspiration, some ideas. Like we would love to, add some stuff in. We had that conversation, and they added those things in. I just the AI thing. I don't agree with it. I don't. I listen to just a lot of people in the community and understanding where they are with that. So it is frustrating to see like when I first seen the game and when I first wanted to play it, the core of it was just cool, and then over time it really started learning about it. So it's it's interesting with Enjoy. I still want to see the updates though, to at least because that's one of my biggest videos. So I at least want to at least give it a try. And if some I don't like, I'm gonna be honest. But with The Sims, when I started playing Enjoy, a lot of people were comparing the two. And for me, I was like, if I'm gonna keep doing anything related to life simulation in general, I might as well play both of them, so I don't just look like I'm stepping into one space, only in one space, disregarding the other space. And I just paid attention to the community, watching Dumpling, watching Ashley plays. Shout out Chanel in the chat. Chanel was Chanel. What's crazy thing about Chanel is Chanel didn't have a lot of subs, but like I still tapped in. Like I really watched because like the creativity, like you see it from everybody. Like you see it from everybody. I got super inspired just from seeing everybody and just learn and watch so many shows and TV series and movies to try to really enhance the aesthetic and give people like something they want to watch. So yeah, I think it was just a respect thing, to be honest. Just respecting the life sim space, saying like, okay, I can do both, and people can watch me for both, and not just one thing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What about you, Dumpling? Like, I know your page is curated a lot around Sims, and your name is Dumpling Sims. But where do you see yourself in content creation for 2026? Are you still going to continue to be based around Sims, or do you want to expand and explore other avenues? Like, are you going to become Dump Truck, or are you just going to
Please. Great question. This is a good thing to talk about. I feel like I play Sims and I chose Sims because I really enjoy Sims. Like, it's my favorite game. It always has been my favorite game. Like, I've been playing Sims since Sims was just on console, well, I guess it wasn't always just on console. Either way, I've been playing it for a long time. It's always been one of my favorite games. I did used to play a lot more of other games, first person shooters and, GTA and all those other kind of things. I do want to branch my channel out into other things. I want to add in story games.
Sally.
I want to add in other simulations. I'm not that big of a fan of Enzoy.
Me either.
I have to be honest. I gave it a fair shot. I gave it a fair shot. I will give it another try when the game is fully released. Definitely, because early access does mean, early access. The game's not done.
Yeah.
I do look forward to playing Paralives. I look forward to playing other life simulation games. I want to play whatever we enjoy playing together.
Amen.
Honestly, that's the truth. Like, it's gonna be hard to break into because it's hard to change once you start doing one thing on your channel. But that's where, Twitch opens up the door to like more variety, people come and
And
watch different
community.
things.
Yep.
Yeah, and community, yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to including other things this year other than just The Sims. I just love The Sims. So like
Me
that's what I
too.
be playing mostly. So
I can't get away from it.
so
Okay, so I wanna before I ask my next question, I do wanna ask y'all, are y'all, for the people who don't know, are y'all full-time content creators? Like, is this what you do full-time?
Yeah.
Neda, thank you for the follow.
I put full-time hours into content, but it is not my full-time.
Okay, so for you, Dumpling, how do you balance that? How do you balance your daily, like, whatever it is you do for work? How do you balance doing that daily, coming home, creating your content? I know you're married. I know Mr. Dump. How do you balance like having a life, a family life, a husband, a job, and also a whole fucking empire online? Like, how do you do that? Please let us know. Support.
Yeah, support. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Mr. Dump is amazing. Like, he be doing a lot. He be picking up a lot of the slack when I get like really stressed out. And like, I slack in certain tasks around the house and stuff like that. He just picking up. Like yesterday, he was doing the dishes. I was gonna do the dishes, but I was too stressed out. So like just stuff like just having support. Especially in that arena. As far as work, like, I thankfully have a flexible schedule when it comes to work. So I can, work around that. I won't say it's not a super stressful job because I do run a business, but it's pretty self maintaining. Like I don't have to do a whole lot for it. I don't know. I'm struggling. I'm saying all this great stuff, but honestly, I'm drowning.
I mean, but
It's hard.
you're here though, so you ain't drowning that bad. You made it, and he was on time. So
yeah,
you was actually the first one, y'all. Dumpling was the first one on stream. She was ready for this. I was rushing around this damn house trying to get ready, and I looked on my phone. Dumpling live talking to her chat. I said, "Fuck." Okay, so for you, New, since you said you're full time, I'm also full time. So my question for you is, how do you balance having an empire online versus your real life? Like, what is that balance like? Like, your friends you had before and the things you like to do on a daily before you became a full-time creator. How do you balance that? Because I could use some advice. I don't know how. Like, since I became a streamer, I barely see my friends. I barely go outside. Like, I'm literally always in front of the computer. I'm always working on something, always streaming. Like, so if you have any tips, like, how do you balance that? What do you do to make sure that you still enjoy your life outside of online?
Well, that's a good question. But before I did do full time,
Tay, thank you so much for the 8-month research. Still gonna hashtag it again. Hashtag it again. The in the chat. Tay, welcome, Imbu.
Like cinematography industry. So I had a lot of like people that I was cool with that were creatives. So one thing that I learned from them the most is there is going to be a time in life in general where you got to focus on what you genuinely want to focus on.
Facts.
Like, and so with them learning that from them, it's like this is probably like just a small part of like our story, and like it'll expand out once we get where we want to go. It's just like this takes so much time, it takes so much effort, so much creativity. We making videos out of nowhere. Like all the videos is coming right out of our brain, so it take a lot of mental work. So as long as they like understand it's for a bigger purpose, and you'll learn over time if they not supporting or they making it about them, that kind of show you where they are in life. So you just want to make sure that you factor in where you want to go, what your goals are, and it's not like cutting people off as you working towards something. As long as people understand that, you'll be good. Like you can just lock in and do what you got to do, and then bring them along if they support it and they get to reap those benefits because you feel like like y'all help me. But a big thing really is like the community is also another family where like you've got to show up for them. Like
Yep.
that's really what it feels like. Like you got to show up for the people that come home from work and they just want to turn on the TV and just debrief, watch creators that they like watching, and just like really tap in. So
You spitting.
I mean, when you, I mean, you see Coochie Gang in here, you see or
All
some
right.
people, you see, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, these people, these is people that's really showing up for us at the end of the day. Like, when you really look at it, like these are real life people showing up. I mean, I just got to do the same thing back. So
That's real. That's real. So I want to ask y'all both, what was the moment like in content creation in this last year, these last 12 months? Have you ever had that aha moment where you realize, okay, whoa, like I might be somebody, like, because all of us up here in the humblest way possible, we all have a name in this space. So I want to ask y'all, when did y'all have that moment where you realize, if you've had it yet, that oh shit, like motherfuckers know who I am? Because like when I see videos on TikTok, like y'all know people always ask on TikTok, oh, who should we watch, what's the new creators? I see y'all names all the time on my grandma. Every time I see one of those videos, I see New World and I see Dumpling. People are always pulling people to y'all page and telling y'all, oh my gosh, I love their stuff, I love it. Like people are always putting y'all names out there as their favorite creator. So when was that moment where you realized, oh shit, like I actually am people's favorite creator?
Hmm. I mean, I still, again, I'm very still feel like who is she? Um, but I'll say I had an experience recently, and it was a very just like heartwarming, but also like surreal experience because I've been on the other side of it,
Mm-hmm.
where I was scrolling on TikTok one day, and I never get on TikTok. I'm scrolling on TikTok one day, and you know how you can scroll into somebody's live.
Mm-hmm.
I scroll into this girl's live, and it'll show the streamer, who is the last person who came in. So I guess I was the last person who came in. She streamed, there's probably about 30, 40 people in there. I'm sitting there and I'm folding laundry. And all I hear is, "Oh my god, Dumpling Sims? Is that her? Is she in here?" And I'm sitting there and I literally like drop my laundry and I look back at my phone and I'm like, "Hello?" And she's on the camera like freaking out, like having a full on. Yes, it was. Yeah. See, Riv is in here. Riv knows. Yeah, like had a full on just like freak out session. It was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your content. Like you inspire me." Or like all this different kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm just a girl folding her laundry, like just trying to find something to watch to keep me busy. Like, like it's so strange to be on the other side. But I remember seeing like some of my peers, like y'all, when y'all comment on something, I'm like, hello, what are you doing here? Like, I remember seeing new subscribe to me on Patreon, and I was like, hello, like, what are you doing here? Literally, Ariana, what are you doing here? So it's definitely a surreal moment to be on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
To have somebody feel like that about me when I just feel like I ain't even there yet, like
I mean, but I feel like that's a testament to like what we do and not realizing the reach that we have. Like you can
yeah.
start a stream and I've had people come into my stream and be like, oh my gosh, I was having a bad day and now you're here. My day's better. Like,
Oh my,
you can
yeah.
like, you never realize how much of an impact you have until you sit back and you have those moments of realization and people are like telling you those things and you're like, oh my gosh, like bitch, me? Like me? Are you kidding
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
What about you, Nu? What was your moment?
um, I think just seeing the people that pull up to the streams, like the dumplings, the Orsums, the Ashleys. I say I put an eyeball or like a react to something in Mint Summer's Discord,
Hey,
like a whole
Jazz.
wave of people like, oh my god, is that, and I just be I'm used to lurking, so just to see people just know who you are. Like if you go to YouTube, you see who commented on your channel, whatever. That's cool. But
Right.
then like when you go in to see people say who to watch, and then you scrolling and then you see somebody put your name or like somebody reposting or like even people just like on Tumblr or on Twitter, like when you follow them and it's like just a really good just creator. They follow him back, say, "Oh, I watched the content." Like perfect example, V, I believe you say it, Versanct, amazing simmer. And then as soon as I joined the stream, it was, I watch your videos and telling me about the series and the characters. I'm sitting like, whoa, what? I didn't. What?
I'm here to watch you.
Yeah, like what? So it's really just seeing those people that like are really good creators sit there and they be like, I watch you. So that's a really, really, really big thing. It's like knowing that people that I look up to, I use for inspiration. Zarela came into my Enjoy stream. Yeah, like just seeing those people I used to watch as a kid, just pull up, say hey, or say they watch the videos. It's crazy.
That is so real. I started cheesing because the regular came into one of my streams one time. And y'all know how I play the game. I be deep in the dialogue. So I'm over here, yeah, bitch, and and I'm talking as my Sims, and I look down because my chest start freaking out. And I see Zarella. I'm, oh shit! Like I started because I'm like, oh my god, bitch! Like, what are you doing here? Like, so I definitely get that. Like, when somebody you've watched for years finally like comes and checks you out, you're like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing here? Why are you watching my stream? So yeah, that's definitely real. I did see a comment in the chat from Silence. She said, what has to happen for you to feel like you're there? So I guess I would take that as if you don't already feel like you're there, what is something that you're waiting to happen for you to realize, okay, I'm actually making an impact?
Ooh.
I'll answer first. I feel like I'm there when I look at my bank account and it's over fucking $10 million in my check-ins, and I'm just laying in the bed and I'm just laying in the bed and I'm paying somebody to rub on my feet. Once I get to that point, then I'm like, okay, I made it. Like, yeah, my feet great, bitch. Like, yeah, it's really gonna be that. Like, once I'm able to yell ashtray, bitch, then I know that I made it.
Please.
What about you? Because for real, like, hold on, I need my feet rubbed in the morning time. That's when I know I made it. When I got somebody ready to rub my toes. Because they look ugly.
Okay, mine's a little different. I mean, also yes, but also yes. Mine's a little different. I have a dream of being invited to talk on like a panel at like TwitchCon or like one of those like big events. That's when I'll be like, when I get to stand on a stage somewhere and somebody's like introducing me, I'm like, oh yeah, that's my top of the line made it. But before that, it's just when I get to quit my job, like
Real.
when I get to say, okay, this is what I do full time. That's my mark.
What about you, Nu?
When I hit 100K, I feel like 100K.
Real.
Once you hit 100, you did it. Like, because when you hit 1 million, it's like, oh, like I hit 1 million. Like you already had 900,000 people like sub to you. But when I hit 100K, like even me hitting 50K was like surreal. But 100K is like, oh, 100,000 people. Like they just want to get notified when you post. That is when I'm like, okay, yeah.
That's a huge reach.
Yeah.
What does that feel like for y'all to have that reach? Because I feel like Dumpling, you say it a lot. I'm just the girl. Like, Dumpling, you have 23,000 people subscribed to your fucking YouTube. Like, Newer, you have damn near 60,000. Like, I looked at y'all views. You have almost 7 million views on YouTube, and you have 1.3 million. How does that feel to know that 1.3 million people, 7 million people looked at your page and have seen your face? Like, what does that feel like to have that reach? Even if you don't notice it, it's there. So how does that feel to be, the one with that reach, I should say?
It's strange, honestly. It's very strange. And I tried to, so something I practice doing, because it's very easy when you create content to lose the human aspect of knowing that like these people, these 100,000 people, these numbers are people. Like it's very easy to lose that because we don't get to see them. Like we don't get to see them. Not all of them comment. Like half of them are silent watchers. Something I practice is like every time I hit a milestone, like when I hit 20K, I always take the time to like Google what does 20,000 people look like. and I look at a picture and get to visualize like what 20,000 people actually looks like. Like 20,000 people can fill a small concert arena.
Yeah.
Like
So small,
like
a real arena. Like, yeah, no.
But like, not like a Beyonce arena. Like that's way more people. But like it can fill an arena. And you think about the times you've gone to concerts and you look around and you see everybody's like, phone lights up and all these different people. That's insane to think about, like that many people like want to watch me play my game, or just want to watch me do whatever I'm doing. Like, it's crazy.
That's super dope. Okay, so speaking of arenas, who is your favorite artist?
What kind of artist?
Musical artist.
Till I die, nigga. What?
Drake, me too.
There we go. Not
Drake too, yeah. Me too. What about you, Dumpling?
I don't know. How am I supposed to answer that? Just one?
Okay, well, while you think about it, I'm gonna ask my follow-up question. How has your favorite artist inspired what you do today? Because I feel like we all pick inspiration from things, even in small and big ways. So how has that one person that you love to listen to, your favorite musical artist, how have they inspired you today and your passions and your personality and things like that?
I have my answer. There's only two answers for me. And based on that, my answer is Tyler, the Creator.
Okay.
And less about the music and more just about how he like navigates music and like just creation at all. He's very just like, I'm gonna be successful, and like the Delulu is what gets you there. Like there is no idea of like I'm gonna fail. Like that's not even on the table.
Real.
So like trying to learn that, and also the creative process, like I don't know. I just listen to a lot of the stuff he says, and it's very inspiring to say like, no matter if you think anybody else is gonna like it, if you like it, then put it out. Like because you like it.
Hey, Safie.
So I can see the Tyler, the Creator.
What about you, Nu? How does Drake inspire you?
With Drake, like Drake go all the way back, like listening to mom, like in the backseat of my mom's car in middle school. Like with Drake, I think he just teaches like being vulnerable and also teaching like how being cocky and sometimes and being arrogant or being upset, mad, angry, how it all kind of like happens to people even when you are big, and what happens when you do those things and how people look at it and how people take those things in, how to learn from those, and like understanding just like when you want to make it. I know it's a lot of songs where like when you want to make it, you gonna lose a lot of people. You gonna learn from a lot of people. You gonna make mistakes. Some people be envious for no reason. Some people just gonna hate you just for being who you are, and you just not wondering nothing, just locking in. But when you understand like being vulnerable and being real, still garners what he has 80 million monthly listeners. Like it's still being real, being vulnerable, being who you are makes so many people listen to you behind the scenes, watch you silently, even though they hate, and they're like, you know what, he is talking some, or I do relate to him. So like when it comes to like just life in general, like when it comes to creating content, what I learned from him is just like be yourself, like just be who you are. And don't be afraid to even step in other spaces that you're not comfortable in. Like so perfect example. I know like Honey is from a completely different part of the world. I don't know about that, but Honey cool people. I got people from Germany, Canada, South Africa, everywhere. And it's like at the end of the day, we all are here just to enjoy each other. Like, and that's the whole point. And being vulnerable with one another, we all going through something, but like we still relate through content at the end of the day. So, that's what I learned from him for real.
That's super dope. I like that. What I can say I learned from Drake, honestly, is just that you can do anything. Like, if you look at Drake's career, he started off as a man in a wheelchair and a damn TV show. Then he went and
Yes.
created over, I don't know how many albums Drake got, but so many different types of music, and he's successful in everything he does. So that's kind of something that Drake inspires me in, is just the fact that you can literally be successful in everything you do as long as you are authentic and genuine and you believe that you can do it. Like Dumpling said, that fucking delusion goes a long way. Like, when I started streaming, I don't know if y'all noticed, but when I started streaming, I quit my job and I was banned. Like, I was streaming on TikTok, but I was banned from TikTok and I had quit my job because I was so delusional. And this is not, I'm not telling anybody to do this, but I was so delusional that I was going to make it. So I quit my job. I had a bad day at work and I quit my job and I went in my car and I cried and I told God, I said, make it to where I never have to work again. And I had that delusion and that faith that I was never going to have to work again. And I have not worked another job since. So I really feel like that delusion and that belief that you will do it no matter what is honestly what takes you over that edge. Because if I would have quit my job and came in on some, oh, like, dang, I'm boring, oh, nobody wants to watch me, oh, like, once you start down talking yourself, that's when nothing happens for you. And I feel like people don't realize that enough. Like, your words become your reality, like real shit. So if you get into a stream, if you start a stream with the mindset that nobody watches me or my views are low or nobody nobody's gonna come watch you. Your views are gonna stay low and nobody's gonna check for you. Like, real shit. And I hate to put it like that, but like, real shit, y'all in the chat, if y'all ever be like, oh, like, I feel like, oh, nobody watch me, nobody's gonna fucking watch you. Like, nobody's gonna watch you. If you do not believe in yourself, nobody will believe in you. Simple as that. I feel like that's the one thing that we all are able to do. Like, I think it starts with that, is just being able to believe in yourself and know that you can, create something that's different from the masses, So I think that's super dope. Okay.
I have a comment for that. I talked about this before because I see it a lot on Sims Twitter, right? A lot of people will complain about their lack of viewership, or like, like they'll make something, it's like, people aren't showing it as much love to me as they do to other creators, or this or that. And it's like, the only advice or thing that you need to do from there, if people aren't watching your content, is get in the booth and make it better. Like, I have so many videos from when I started that were trash. Like, I look back on them now and I'm like, oh no, this was so bad. Like, so bad. But I didn't complain that people weren't watching it. I didn't complain that it wasn't good. Like, because I saw all the other people who were making content that was 10x better. And guess what? I had to sit down and figure out how to make my content better. Like, I had to, like New said, study. I had to look at what other people were doing, how to do it, look up things, how do I make my content better? How do I make my quality better? How do I, how do I do all of these things? And get to where I want to be, to where I'm happy with my content. And also I can provide a good product for the people who are watching as well. Cause like, I just want my stuff to be as good as it possibly can be. Like, the stories be good. Even in my videos where it was just a picture and I was yapping for like 20 minutes about the sim in the picture. The audio quality was bad. The storylines was good. Okay, so the story was always there. But it's just constantly improving on your craft, because this is all, it's art, it's what we do. Constantly improving, and expanding on that is how you get good. It's how you get those views. It's how you get it's how you get people to stay, because people notice, people notice the quality of something. People notice, like, oh wow, you took the time to like edit the font on this to make sure that we could see it, and this, and like, people notice those things. It may seem very small at first, but like, all those things add up to why somebody presses subscribe or follow or comes back to your channel. Like, all of those things add up together.
Okay. I love that. Okay, so you did say something I want to piggyback off of. You said storylines. So now I want to ask y'all, we all do create dope storylines, for the Sims. Unfortunately, and fortunately, we all are Sims creators. So my question is, with us, like, I've heard y'all say y'all were inspired by people, or you look and you study. How do you ensure that your content is your content, and that you like, how as a creator, what is that process like of coming up with original content? Because when it comes to The Sims, everything damn near has been done. If you keep it a stack, like a lot of things that people do and a lot of the storylines that people tell and these legacies, they've been done before. So what are those things that you do to make sure that your content stands out from the masses of everything? Because there's a million people that do the 100 baby challenge, but there's only a couple people that, pop with it. So how do you make sure that you're the one that pops? Because obviously y'all both pop in what y'all do. So what are some things that you do to stand out from the crowd?
You want to go first, New?
To stand out, I think like when you see, like, perfect example, Mint Summer and Ashley, I'm pretty sure y'all can tell I take a lot of inspiration from them. And what I learned is, like, life simulation is still based off of real life. So, like, there's going to be a lot of things that happen in real life that you can take two of the same exact people. They can go through the same exact thing, but then they got different upbringings, right? Or they have different friend groups, or they got X, Y, and Z. So it's like getting inspiration from people is good, but you also, I think, for anybody that's trying to create content, have to understand that, like, it doesn't have to be by the book. You can use a base. Like, you can use some inspiration from people, like saying, oh, you know what? I like how they did this cinematic here, or I like how they did this storyline here. But at the end of the day, when you play, it's never going to be exactly like theirs, number one. And number two, as long as you're not copying verbatim, it's still somewhat yours, because you are still, like, it's The Sims. Anything can happen. You can have the exact same storyline as me. You can do the news, the Office Space, and all that, but the characters, the backstories aren't the same. There's going to be people that I add in that nobody knows about that might come in and add crazy drama to the story, or just be a boring character, and I get mad because they so damn boring. Like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into just, like, especially with The Sims, it's all random. But also, I say watch shows too. A lot of my inspiration, especially for my Jordan's Journey series, I was watching White Lotus. I got a lot of inspiration from the White Lotus. With the news, watching industry, books. Shout out Beulah. Books do help. Like, if you really want to go in and create a storyline, like, some people didn't do everything. Like, some movies, some shows, some plot lines, some people ain't do it. You never know. It's like I said, it's real life. It's a lot of stuff that happens over and over and over again in life, and it's a lot of different variations of those things. So I say take inspiration, just don't copy, especially Sim styles. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't do that.
That's my next question. So put a pin. That's my next question. Put a pin. That's my next one. What about you, Dumpling?
100% agree with everything New said, but to add on to that, I think the thing that makes your content different, like he said, you could have one-to-one, like, we have set challenges, like, use the soul food challenge as an example. There's plenty of people doing the soul food challenge, right? The difference between everybody doing it is, like, your perspective. Like, it's all a life simulation, but if you're not playing and having your storyline from your perspective, like, the inspiration can't be your perspective as well, because then it is going to be one-to-one. Like, you have to still have your own finesse on it. And, like, you have to have, like, draw from your own life, basically, like your own identity. Thank you. Yeah, you have to have your own identity in it. And I think a lot of times, and this is gonna be a little call out real quick. A lot of times, little hit the deep boom, little call out real quick. A lot of times, people lack having their own identity, and they don't know who they are. So then, so then you're in a space where you're searching for that, and you may be overly inspired because you don't have your own perspective to add to that. So, like, I'm just saying.
And I'm glad you say that, because that puts me into my next question. I have seen it for both of y'all content. I'm not gonna put no names out here because it's not what I'm doing with y'all, at least, because I love to get messy. How do y'all deal with imitation versus, like, influence? Like, what's the word? Imitation versus, like, I forgot the other I word. Yeah, influence. Like, I feel like people are gonna copy us. Like, I've never seen nobody. I've seen people copy y'all. Like real shit, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I've seen people copy things that y'all do. I've seen y'all influence heavily in other people. How do y'all deal with that? Because me, like, I honestly, in my first 6 months of streaming, when somebody would copy something I did, it would make me mad. Like, don't get me wrong, I would really get mad. Like, bitch, why are you copying me? You ain't give me none of that. Like, you wouldn't say nothing. But now, like, I'm in a headspace of, okay, you're copying me, but this is what I'm asking for. Like, I'm in a space where I'm an influencer. So if you're copying something I'm doing, that means I'm doing it right. But for y'all, what is it like? Because me at first, it pissed me off. Oh my God, if you did anything that I did, oh bitch, I'm ready. Like, I'll be on standby because I didn't like being copied. But now it's more like, okay, like, I kind of look at it differently. How do y'all look at that when you feel like somebody is literally imitating your style and how you do things? Because I've seen it and with my own eyes. I don't know about y'all, but I've seen it. How does that make y'all feel?
Who first?
You go first. You go first, though.
You want me to set the tone for this?
Please.
So I've had the experience of people quite literally stealing my content, like saving it and reposting it. And then I've also experienced some people, just being a little inspired, a little too inspired or whatever. But like, it doesn't really bother me to see someone like take inspiration. Even if it is like very, very similar, it doesn't really bother me because I know where it comes from. Like we just said about how people just being just a little overly inspired and not having their own, perspective, personality, identity, stuff like that. Like, I know where it comes from and I've accepted, like you said, this is where I want to be or whatever. Like, I've accepted that creating art of any shape or form and creating content is like, whether you want to be or not, you're an influencer, which means that people are going to be influenced. Whether that's to buy something, to do something, to whatever, like, it's just part of it. But when somebody was stealing my actual content and reposting it and posting my face, oh, that was kind of crazy. That was a different kind of experience. That was a next level experience.
They stole your face.
They stole a video of me, my face. They stole a video of me and my husband that wasn't even on TikTok. Yeah, that wasn't even on TikTok. So they were taking it from other places. Because like some stuff that I post on my Instagram, I won't post on TikTok because I have a lot more people following me there. So like I may post something on like my platforms where I know the people who are there. So it's stole a whole face, everything. And now at this point, I see somebody say AI is scary. No, I don't think it was AI. I'm pretty sure it was an actual person. At first, I thought it was like a AI page or whatever. Like, no, it was an actual person. No, please. So that was an interesting experience, especially because like the feedback, and if nobody knows, if anybody's interested in getting into TikTok content and stuff like that, TikTok is not good about responding to people stealing your content. It took months for them
TikTok
to take that account
sucks.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate TikTok.
Months. Yeah. So even with all the reporting and everything, and thank you to everybody who helped out with that. Like a lot of my community showed up, a lot of my family showed up. We was reporting that page several times a day, and it still took months. But yeah, that to me, it felt like a violation, like somebody stealing videos with your face in it and stuff like that. And it's just a part of content. Like you really do gotta like, and with watermarks on it, by the way, all of the content had watermarks and everything, and they still took it and reposted it.
They don't give a fuck.
They didn't care. So yeah, that's my experience with that.
What about you, Nu?
Man, ain't nothing better than the original, bro. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, he ain't lying.
But for real, like I would say, it's cool. It's cool to see people take inspiration, and to a point where you can tell, like, but like at the end of the day, this is like where using inspiration from artists come from. Like when Drake mentioned that like Pac never tried to rap like Mike, and Mike never tried to sound like Pac. Like the people that make it big, or the people that like get big communities, are the originals. Everybody else under that, or that's copying, it will never be the same, because people like the source. And if somebody like the source so much that they copy you, like, yeah, it's inspirational, I appreciate it, that's cool, but understand that you might not get the exact same amount of reach that we get, because it's original, it cannot be
Mm-hmm.
replicated. Think about all of the perfect example artists that copy other artists and sounds. They're never going to get those same amount of numbers as the original person. Like, never, it'll never happen, because with you, and this is everybody that's even making content in general, when you have something original, the more that you put out, the more original that it is. Everybody is not going to be able to be original with you and then overtake your originality. It's you. It's what you make. It's what you create. It's what you built, and you extending on that and going further and further and further along with that. It's only going to get more original. They can copy everything, because then people just really going to be like, oh, you tripping.
Yeah,
How he switch up
facts.
the storyline and you did the same thing? Like, how he switched with the sim style and you did the same thing? Like, it's just it's not going. It ain't going to work long term.
Very true.
Okay.
Facts.
Okay. You said something, Dumpling, that made me want to ask something, but I kind of forgot. I had a brain fart. It was something you said that led me into something, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot. Yeah. So. Oops. But I think. Well, I think that's super dope though. Like, and I'm glad that y'all are able to like take that and have those ideas about it versus getting offended like I did, because baby, I was offended. I was mad. Like, bitch, if you don't know me or something, I have a mouth on me and I really do not bite my tongue. So when that used to happen to me in the beginning, and I was such a new creator. I'm still a new creator. I've only been doing this for like a year. So when it would happen to me in the beginning, I would literally like, I'd be ready to like send the troops. Like, and then my pretty gang ain't no better than me. They be ready to follow up. So I'm ready to jump people because they copying me. But then I had to sit and realize like, okay, you've been saying your whole life you want to have, influence, and you want to influence people. But then when you start influencing people, you want to be mad and cuss them out. Like, bitch, you can't ask for something and then get mad when it happens. So that's what I had to do and realize, like, okay, even though I may not like it, this is exactly what I'm asking for. Like, I'm literally asking for this reach. I'm asking to have people want to do things like me. So for it to happen, why am I getting mad? Like that. Ooh, that I think that's what that's called. How do y'all deal with what's it called? That thing, imposter syndrome. Do y'all ever deal with that? Because me personally, like, I feel like I don't really know what imposter syndrome is, to be honest. I can kind of feel like what it is from what it's called, but I don't really know like what the bases of it are. But I do feel like there are moments when like I will feel like, okay, like, whoa, like I'm really doing this, like, like, is that what that is? I don't know. Maybe I should ask y'all, do y'all deal with imposter syndrome? And if you do, like, do you know what it is and how does it work for you? Real shit, because I don't know, like I don't feel like I don't know the exact definition of imposter syndrome, but I know that it's something that a lot of creators deal with, where they just feel like they're not supposed to be when you feel like you don't deserve something. Okay, yeah. What do you ever deal with imposter syndrome where you feel like you don't deserve what you're getting? Like, okay, thank you, Moody, thank you so much, because baby, I was brain farting. Do y'all deal with that?
You go first, New.
I would say I think the only time where I do experience that is when like you pay the bills, and when you pay the bills, it's all based off of like the community. That's when I'm like, and then some months, good months, you sit there and be like, oh, I still got some stuff left over. Like I sat there, I
Hey,
I made
Lewski.
content, people showed up, I got paid for it, and then it's like, oh, this is my job for real. Like, people really showing up and really helping me get to where I need to go. So I think that's the when I really experience it. But like I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I just think the cool thing, especially about streaming, is you can say it on stream, and they'll be like, "Nah, we here for you. Like, don't you deserve being where you want to go." Like the community gonna let you know for sure. Like, because these real people, so they gonna let you know. Like, you good. Ain't no need to be like, "Oh, is it? I can't believe this is me. What's going on here?"
Right.
But they're like, "Hell no, you better make that content. You better do it, cause
Okay.
yeah."
What about you,
I
Mrs.
guess
Dump?
I kind of feel the same. Whereas I think I still experience it all the time, honestly, especially now getting into streaming more. Having that like kind of one-on-one connection more with like the community makes it so weird because it's like, a lot of people say like, okay, I'm gonna show up, but like when you live, you see who show up. So like there's no way around that. Like you see who's there, who's not there. Um, so it's really um kind of makes you see both sides. Like, oh man, I don't feel like these people, you know, I don't feel like these people. I guess the imposter part for me is like, dang, these people really spending their money here. Like that's the part that I'm like, but it's like I be doing the same thing, like I be
Right.
doing the same thing, but it's like it's strange because you're on the other side of it. It's like even though I am the person up here, I just feel like I'm just a girl. Like I'm just it's like it doesn't click for me that like I guess I'm the content creator. Like I just feel like I'm chilling with the homies. Oh my gosh, Lonnie.
W5.
Thank you, Lonnie.
Okay.
I'm just a baby.
I
Yeah,
love that. I love that
yeah,
so much.
and seeing the numbers makes it like very strange. Like so I think this is the imposter part for me. I make it a habit to not look back at my numbers. Like when I post a video, I never look back at it. Like it's not until like I see money coming that I'm like, oh, where's the money coming from? And then I see the list of videos. Like I never go back and check. Like I check the day of. Like after I post it, I check and see, okay, people seeing it. Okay, cool. After that, I never go back and look and see how many views it is, how many comments it is, or whatever. Like I go back and respond to comments, of course. But like to see the conversion is the imposter syndrome part of it. Cause I'm like, I really just be posting the content and going. And then it's just like, oh, wait, but something's coming of this. Like, there's money coming in, there's people, community, there's all these different things. It's like, man, this crazy. This
That's
really crazy. That we all sitting here, we're all doing something that we would be doing regardless. Like all of us love The Sims. I'm pretty sure you would play it even if you weren't making content. Because at some
right.
point in your life, you played it even when you weren't making content. So yeah.
I love that.
Experience.
So I do have we do have over 47 questions for us to
47?
answer. Yes, I'm not gonna ask them
You
all
dragged your
because
community.
I did look some of them. I did look at some of them. I'm not gonna answer them all.
dragged your
But
community.
before we get into the community questions, I do want to do one last exercise with y'all. So I have one last question for each of y'all. What is one thing that you really want to accomplish this year? Just say it. Just one thing.
Quit my job. Woo!
Okay.
Can we get
for
an
you,
applause?
New.
Yeah.
100K.
Yeah.
Gotta hit
100K. And for me, it would be. I don't know. Actually, I didn't think of mine, but mine would be probably that. I would like to really branch off into YouTube. So my goal for this year would definitely be like at least 25K on YouTube. So we all have our 3 things that we want. Okay. So now I want to do, before I answer these questions, I want to get into a manifestation little technique here, and I want us to each sit here and act as if you just got that thing that you said you want. So I want to see your raw emotions. You need to sit here and give it to me that you just got, like me. Oh my God, bitch, oh my God, that's 25K. Like, I want to see your raw emotions, because if you bring that energy into the air, it's going to come to you. I want to see y'all raw emotions. If you were to get 100K right now, New, how the fuck would you act? Dumpling, if you if you looked at your phone, you could quit your job, how would you act right now? I need to see y'all raw emotions. I need to see something raw, real.
Well, y'all not gonna be able to see it because I was gonna do the whole Because I'll just describe it first, then I'll go into it. We're going to be on the starting soon screen because it's going to be a 24-hour stream. It's the second I get to say I'm not doing this no more. We on the starting soon screen. And y'all can't hear my music, but everybody on my side, or if anybody wants to, now I changed the scene. Hold on, y'all, the stream not ending. Wait. Now I changed the screen. Okay. I'm getting too excited.
Good. Yeah, put that energy in the air.
Anybody on my side, or if you want to hear the music, just pop in real quick. Because this is what's going to happen. Okay?
It's music playing, y'all.
It's music playing. This song is going to be playing.
It's music playing, y'all. Hey, why you kind of on beat with my music too? Get it? Oh. What about you, Lou? I know you're not just gonna be sitting there.
And I'm gonna say,
you know, y'all know me, bro. I be using my boom. Fuck you niggas talking about, nigga.
yeah.
I'll get up, walk. I'm gonna have it decked out probably. It depends on when I get it though. I got some big moves happening this year, so you know.
That's super dope.
See about that when it happens. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned, man.
So before I start asking these questions, I do want to ask this. We all here have plans of none of us here call ourselves just Sims creators. Do y'all think you're only a Sims creator? Anybody here? I don't think so. Okay, because we got a lot of Sims kind of questions. I'm going to skip a lot of the Sims questions because I'm sorry, I didn't get y'all here to talk about the Sims. No shade. Love the game, but fuck EA. I didn't get y'all here to talk about the Sims and shit like that. I'll ask a few of them. Shout out to y'all if y'all ask the Sims questions, but that's not what I got my people here for. I did not get them here to talk about Sims. So I'm going to skip a lot of these Sims questions. Not going to lie. But the first one I see is, what's one mistake you made early on that you learned from?
Woo.
Me? I'll answer first. Ooh, my attitude, baby. I used to be a hot head. People think I'm bad now. If you was in my streams when I first started December 2024, you know I was a hot head. Don't come in my question. Don't come in my stream. Ask me a question. You don't follow me, I'm gonna cuss you out. Like, I used to really not. I don't even know how the fuck I was able to build a community the way I was the first 3 months. Because, baby, I was a hot head. Like, I did not play. I left no room for judgment when it came around, like, anything that happened over here. So I think that's something I learned early on, is that get over that attitude. Like, I would be stank as fuck, but bitch, you're doing what you want to do. Why you got a stank ass attitude? Why you being mean? Like, so that was one thing I learned, to stop being such a bitch. I still have a strict program, Sage. I don't play. Pretty gang, no. We don't even do song requests. Don't tell me you want to hear no music. We don't do that. What about y'all, though? What's something you learned early on? What's one mistake you made early on that you learned from?
Oof. If don't expect every single video to go crazy, because you're gonna not be consistent. You're gonna think every video you drop gonna be huge, but no, don't do that. I think be consistent and find some way where it meets quality and like it respects your time.
Poombi, thank you for the follow. Welcome in the Row Valley.
I've had
Purple hearts in the
chat where I'm thinking, oh, if I just drop 3 videos, they gonna do fine. Got humbled very, very quickly. No, sometimes you just gotta post what you want to post, be consistent, and people gonna watch, or they'll watch later on because they see you consistent. You got to think about every single person that is big right now. Think of Queso. I love doing Queso. Me and Dump rock with Queso, because Queso is a perfect example of somebody that just show up consistent and just found an equal medium and just shows up every day. And when I've seen it even in my own community, where like if I'm consistent for like a month, they show up the whole month. But if I do like one video, space it 2 weeks, one video, they gonna yell at me. Y'all yelled at me before, so you just gotta find that equal medium. Because if you think every video that you drop is gonna be hella views, you're gonna get humbled very fast.
What about you,
Mine
Dump?
is not being consistent. I made this mistake of not being consistent in the beginning. And then when I really locked in and I saw what consistency can really do, I was like, oh, right. Okay. I was like, oh, okay. Y'all just want somebody who's gonna show up. Got it. Oh yeah. And streaming more apparently, as Jonna said.
Cough, cough.
Not me
Ooh.
getting called
Oh,
out.
by your mind too. Ooh. Next question. They
Crazy.
said they said how to manage the grind of how do you manage the grind of consistently streaming to build a community and constant viewers? How did y'all manage to do it in a year of streaming?
Oh, that question ain't for me.
I'm about to say this kind of sounds like it's for
That's for you too.
I sound like it's a little geared towards me.
Yeah. That's not having a question for a specific person.
How to manage the grind of consistently streaming to build a community and constant viewers. Just be yourself. I say this all the time and have faith and be yourself and show up as yourself. Don't show up as nobody else but yourself, because if you do, you're gonna burn out. So how I manage it is I just stay myself. Like, I'm able to come up here every day for 8-9 hours a day because I'm myself. So it's not hard for me to show up and be up here for multiple hours because I'm just being myself. Like, so I think it really comes from just staying true to who you are will make it a lot more easier than trying to replicate what you see and what you think works. For sure. What about you, Nu? You think you can answer this one?
You can use platforms to promote while you're not making like a big like doing the streaming thing. So perfect example with me, yeah, I just started really seeing Twitch numbers for real around November, just like a consistent over 100. It's cool to market yourself, market what you're going to do, and then make sure that it's consistent. I would say like even small things like the journey to creating content, even if it's not sim stuff. So like you starting your setup, or like you getting each piece of equipment and you being vulnerable about how hard it is to do this or what you want, or because then even throughout the process you can get brand deals, you can get like a lot of people would want to see the progress from when you start. Even if you do make sims content, you creating each sim and then you showing that on TikTok or putting it on X or putting it on Tumblr, like people find you there, they'll want to see as soon as you press that record button and as soon as you put it out. So I say marketing in the beginning is super duper important.
Okay. The next question says, was there a moment when you thought about quitting? What kept you going? I can answer this first. I've had a lot of moments that I felt like quitting. One of the biggest moments I felt like quitting, honestly, was just recently, like probably in the last month. I was getting very discouraged, like, because like from the outside looking in, like, yeah, I have good views and things are good, but I was feeling like when it comes to the main thing I do is play The Sims, and I got really discouraged because and this is on y'all pretty game. I'm finna throw shade. Y'all got me fucked up. Anyway, sorry. My bad. There was this moment when I have an LP called Ghettoish, and I played it for 7 seasons. I asked my community very simple questions about my LP, and everybody shut the fuck up, and the chat got quiet. And that literally, like, and I'm not mad at y'all no more, but that made me almost not want to even do it no more, because it's like, okay, I'm putting in a lot of energy and a lot of effort into these storylines and these characters and making it in depth and giving you this lore, and y'all can't tell me the parents of one of my characters. Like, in that moment, like, I took off, I think, like 5 days after that, because I literally didn't want to come back. Only just because of that, because it's like, I know I'd say to myself that I'm more than a Sims creator, but I put a lot of energy into my Sims. So it kind of, the thing that kept me going was I had to sit and realize, like, even though a lot of people maybe might have been confused, there are a lot of people that actually know what the fuck is going on. Like, there are a lot of people that actually be, looking forward to my characters and looking forward to my storylines and, like, will remind me of stuff that happens in my stories, So I had to kind of just remind myself of the community that I do have, even if like some people are just there for the vibes and the laughs and the funny moments. There are a lot of people that are actually truly invested with the content that I produce, and I had to just take a couple days off and remind myself of that. Like, okay, like you actually do have people that give a fuck. Yeah, maybe in that moment some people didn't know the answers, but there are a lot of people that know what the fuck is going on. So that's what kept me going, because I really like that weekend. Like it was a hard weekend for me. I really was not finna keep going. And it's crazy. Like after that weekend was over, I got partner on Monday. So it's crazy how like I made the decision to keep going, and I came back on that stream on Monday and I got partner in that stream. And I really was not like, I dead ass had a paragraph typed up like I was finna quit. I was that one moment made me feel so unheard. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of made me feel like, okay, I'm just doing this for nothing. But I don't feel like that anymore. So I was able to get over that. What about y'all?
No, you first.
Ooh. I think what I used to do when I used to do like the camera stuff for labels is you make a certain amount of money. Like you make, if you drown yourself in it, you make a lot of money. So doing this was me putting in like complete full faith in myself. And then sometimes it's like, damn, like I miss the money a little bit, but like you gotta sit there and really understand that like the people that are here mean so much, and then it's also like the people that you can get on those days where you're not doing it, like you missing out. Like I know there's probably been a couple of streams that we probably didn't want to do, and then when we streamed that day, it was a super just good, really good stream. So like I think
Yes.
like just under like I just always just say like it's just understanding these like people that watch us have real lives, but yet they choose to put us in their schedule when they feel like, you know, it's time, like when they can. I remember I used to work at Amazon. I used to sit there and watch Bruce drop him off on my break because he was consistent. That's all I used to watch. Like, but like that's the type of like community that like I know that we all have. It's like some people generally just want to watch. People go through stuff. I didn't have we didn't have people that told us that like they going through something in life, and us just streaming that day helped them out so much. That mean a lot because we know what that feel like. So I say like, yeah, just understanding. Yeah, there's other options for me to do X, Y, and Z, but when it come to this, like I really do appreciate the community for real. So you know, as long as y'all pulling up and watching, I'll keep doing it.
Real shit.
Ooh. Truthfully, I've had quite a few times I thought about quitting. I will say like one of the most significant times was a while ago. But it was having friends in the community that or just in general, honestly, friends, family in general. Having people who, you know, like say they support you, but then they don't actually show up. And it's hard when it's like people you know in like IRL. Like it's people you know in real life. And it's like, yeah, I'm rooting for you, but like can't be bothered to just throw the video on in the background. Like I get it if you don't want to watch it because it's not your cup of tea. You're not interested. That's fine. But like it really does help every time somebody is watching. You know, like it really does make a difference, even if you just throw it on in the background, or even if you just lurk in somebody's stream or whatever. Like it does help. So it's just like when I came to realize that the people I thought were my support system just like weren't and don't actually show up. That's when I was like, man, like what I'm gonna do when I get to the point where I really need people and then my own people don't show up. You know, like, but it was when I realized like need them. You know, like I do it for the people who do want to support. And I had that kind of shift more recently where it's like I'm supporting who support me. Period. Like I'm showing up for who show up for me. Period. And I'm gonna keep doing it for those who really show up and who care. And like you said, or some like who are really invested. Like those are the people that you do it for. Like those people who I've had somebody comment a whole script of what a video should be for my whole Soul Food legacy. They didn't came up with a whole dissertation of what the whole series should be and everything. And I'm like, dang, you are more invested than I am. Like, so like those are the people. Like you got to stop. Like, or I had to tell myself, like I have to stop worrying about what people don't do and worry about what people are doing. Like stop being worried about the few people who don't like it or like don't show up, and worry about all the people who do, because there's way more people who are going to support you than people who aren't. So
real shit. Our next question is, how do you deal with fake love and / or friends in the content industry?
you start. Because this was my question for you.
Okay, well, let me pause these questions. Do y'all have any questions for me? I didn't hear any.
That was my question for you.
That was one of them?
That was my question for you. I have another one, but that was my
okay,
question
well,
for you.
I'll answer that one first. The question says, allegedly, how do you deal with fake love and or friends in the content industry? I've dealt with a lot of people in this industry that have seemed to like me at first and seemed to really enjoy me. And then it comes out that it was nothing like that, nothing of the sort. If you asked me this 3 months ago, I would tell you that I cussed them out or, I let them have it. But now, because I've dealt with this recently, somebody that I thoroughly supported through and through for the last year ended up removing me on everything and created this narrative that I bullied and harassed her. And how I dealt with that was I looked at my community and my community laughed and said that's a fucking lie, and I moved on. So I just deal with it by the people that know me and know who I am. Because for this one situation, if I was bullying and harassing, there would be some sort of receipts. You would have some sort of proof that I did anything to you, but the only proof you have is me bigging you up and shouting you out. And everything that everybody knows is that I bigged you up and shouted you out and showed you love. So it's like, people will literally come up with narratives that fit their story, but as long as you know and the people around you know that that's not true, it makes it a lot easier to get through. So like for that last situation, it could have really bothered me, and it did. Like having that person say that on their live stream that I bullied and harassed them when nobody, like everybody, like real shit, bro. On my dead grandma, everybody knows I don't do that. Like I'm not here to do that. I'm very supportive. I do a lot of shout outs. Like I really show love to people. So when they said that on their live stream to their community, like I had a tear fall out of my eye because I'm like, bitch, like, did you just call me a bully in front of your community? Like, it can really deter you when people try to spread lies on you. But my community was the one that was able to regroup me and help me realize, like, that's not true. Like, don't pay that no attention or something, because we know that you're not like that. So even though it's not true, it can definitely still sting when people say things about you and people create narratives about you. So I deal with it now by just leaning on my community, honestly, because my community is able to know the real. Like, my community knows, like, they're in my Discord. Like, I hang out in the Discord all the time. Like, my community knows how I really feel about things. And I'm also very open and honest. Like, if I ever do have an issue with somebody, I bring it up on stream, like, and not in a messy way. Like, I will just let my community know, like, okay, because like I said, I do a lot of shouting out and I do a lot of showing love. So when something happens where that relationship that I was shouting out that person and something happens to misconstrue that relationship, or it's not like that anymore, I will let my community know, like, because I like to have an open and honest front, like I want people to know what's going on. So if anything ever happens, I always come tell my community and let them know what's going on. And I feel like that kind of just helps me get over that. It's really my community. My community gets me through those moments.
Okay.
Did you have another question, Dumpling?
The great response. First of all, great response. You kept the cue. Great response. My other question was gonna be, how do you feel now versus when you first started? Like, you asked us a question similar to that, but I want to know how you feel, because you really went out and said, God got me, and just did it and been doing it. You streamed 360 days or something like that. It was all but 30 days out of the year.
Yeah,
you
kind of nuts.
stream damn near every day of the year.
Kind of sick, yeah.
Yeah, consistently over this entire year. So I just want to know how you feel now to have done what most people take years to do in a year.
I feel blessed. I feel really blessed because, like, without God, I would not have been able to show up every day. I pray multiple times a day. If you be in my streams, you know, at 4:05 every day, you'll hear beep beep because I have prayer alarms. Like, I literally don't play when it comes to the Lord and praying and staying humble under the Lord. So honestly, like, when I first started streaming, I can paint you a picture how I felt. I felt high because I was on drugs. I felt like a hot ass mess, and I felt like a failure. When I first started streaming, it felt like a last resort type thing. Like, it was like, well, I've done tried everything, and I was making money. I was a bartender. I used to make a lot of money as a bartender. So I was good as far as money, but like my soul was not fed. So when I did my first stream, like my first Twitch stream, I was scared. I was nervous. I was high. I was scared. I was nervous. I was high, and I thought I was going to flop. And I came into a lot of streams with that mentality when I first started. I'm not going to lie. Like, yes, on the outside, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to make it. Like, I started streaming, and I didn't have nobody watching me but a couple people from TikTok. Like, I was scared out of my mind when I first started. I thought that I was basically wasting my time and that I would not be doing this in 3 months because I've never really kept a job for a long time. Like, I always got fired or I always quit and came back. Like, I'm a messy bitch. So I've never really kept a job for a long time. So when I first started streaming, in my mind was like, in 3 months, I'm not going to be doing this. Real shit. Like, that was my fucking thought. Like, I was saying out loud, oh, I'm finna be this, I'm finna be that. But in the back of my head, I was like, I'm not going to be doing this in 3 months because I knew that I had a pattern of quitting jobs and not staying consistent. How I feel now, 13 months in, I've streamed like 350 days in these 13 months. How I feel now, I feel in the humblest way possible. I feel like a trailblazer. Like, I feel like I've done something that a lot of people can't do. And I feel really great to be able to say that. Like, I show up every day. I'm authentically myself, and I am able to curate a community and just people that want to fucking hear what I got to say because I'm me. Like, even y'all are two icons in my eyes. And the fact that y'all agreed to be on Call ORRsumn is crazy. Like, this was just a little stupid idea I had back in July. And now I'm doing my first one with two people that I look up to. So it's like, it's super dope. Like, it's super dope from how I felt when I started versus how I feel now. It's a complete 180. Like, I never knew when I started that it was going to be this. Like, I never knew it was going to be this ever. I had no faith, honestly. When I first started, I had no faith. I had to garner that faith through hard work and showing up every fucking day. Even if I didn't want to, I still came on because I was like, bitch, I'm going to make it. Like, I think that was my drive, was like, if I don't make it, I don't have shit. And I say that all the time. This is all I got. Real shit. This is my career. This is my brand. If I lose this, I don't got shit. I know a lot of people come from backgrounds and they have things that they can fall back on. I have nothing to fall back on. So that is also my motivation to know, like, what I'm building now is my legacy, and it's what I have to fall back on. So that also keeps me going every day because it's like, bitch, this is what you have. You know, this is your life now. Like, there's no other option. There is no stopping streaming and go back to bartending. I would never do that. Like, never. And that's just because I'm so confident now that God is going to take me where I want to go that I would never stop. Like, there's nothing. If I get in an accident, a car accident, God forbid, I'd be in the hospital just like this on a fucking stream talking to y'all. Like, I really, 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 like, this is really my life now, and I'm totally fine with that. Like, you know, I'm cool with that.
Please.
Real shit, I'm dead ass. Like, what? I love
Hitting the curbs on
IRL.
the way there.
Hey guys, we in the ambulance. Pretty gang, purple hearts in the chat. Like, no, I literally would still be live. Like, that's the type of drive I have for this shit. I'm gonna keep doing it no matter what. Like, this is my life. Any other questions for me?
I love that. Those are my main two.
Nothing messy? Ooh, I thought you was gonna get me with something. Okay.
No. You know I'll DM you for that.
Definitely say y'all can't get that mess, and I respect it. Our next question here is, why do you create content?
Ooh.
I think I just answered that because if I lose this, I ain't got shit. So
Yeah, I feel the same as you. I feel the same as you, honestly.
Yeah,
Like
same.
I love doing it. Creating content is something I always wanted to do. Before I started making Sims content, I used to make little vlog content and stuff way back in the day. So like creating content was always something I wanted to do. At this point, I feel like you, or something. I feel like you, where it's like, I you know, even though I do have something else currently, this is my light at the end of the tunnel of where I'm going to next. So I'm like, I don't have no choice but to do. You know, like that's why I feel like just like you, like do it when you're tired, do it when you're sad, do it when you're stressed out, just get up and do it. Whatever it is you got to do, whether you're making content, you streaming, whatever you're doing, get up and do it.
Mandy, thank you for the follow. And Prison J, thank you for the follow.
Really
Welcome in the Road Valley. Purple Hearts in the chat for our 2 new friends.
To freedom! You could be doing something else. You could be bartending. You could be in the clubs doing whatever New was doing, whatever cool stuff he was doing. I don't know. He was doing a whole lot of cool stuff. I don't know. Like you could be doing all these other things. When, you know, instead you could be at home doing something you love, you know, connecting with people you love, people who love you. It's just nothing like it. So same. It ain't nothing else. This is it. So
What about you, dude? Same
Exact thing. Like, I mean, yeah, same for real. I ain't got nothing. And then I got a lot of people that just, if I just quit today, I feel like I'll be doing just my community a disservice of just like giving up.
yeah.
You know, it's
Real
a lot
shit.
of people that want us to be there for them, because some people just want to see us bullshit on The Sims or any game in general. Like some people just like need that, and if they don't have it, you know, it'll like there's other people to watch, of course, but like there's nothing like watching your favorite creator on any day when you like generally want to see their content. So yeah.
That's very true.
Our next question is oh, where you go, bitch? Hold on. I can't find it. It says something around. Sorry, it's a lot of questions, y'all. I just had it. I should have highlighted it. Hold on, y'all. Technical difficulties. Where is it? Here it is. What's one thing you wish new Sim streamers knew before starting? But I'm gonna phrase this as, what are some advice that you would give to streamers starting off? My first piece of advice, y'all.
Streamers?
Yeah, to people starting off in the stream world, I'm gonna tell y'all I have a few things. I have a list, but one of the first things I will tell y'all, if you are a new streamer, oh my god, let me pause my music. Stop fucking putting your chats on follower only. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like, and I really mean this in the nicest way. Why the fuck do you think that you should have follower only mode on and you don't have no followers? That is so stupid. Like, and I mean that nicely and humbly. Stop being dumb. Stop thinking you're Beyonce. Turn off follower only mode. Y'all know the American Heart Association came in my chat in July because I had follower only mode off. I never use that shit. Turn that shit off. That is like my biggest pet peeve. I hate going into a new streamer's chat and they got follow only chat. Bitch, you think I'm finna follow you and I don't even know you to talk to you? Are you crazy? Like, so that's my biggest thing, y'all. Turn that shit off. I don't care who you think you are, bro. Turn that shit off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Sorry. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to say that for about 3 weeks now. I hate seeing that. Turn that shit off. Like, you're not Beyonce. Like, bitch, I'm not gonna follow you to talk to you and I haven't even been here 5 minutes. Like, turn that shit off. I hate that. That's my biggest piece of advice though. What's y'all's? Sorry.
Biggest piece of advice, and I had to learn this myself, and I actually learned it from, again, Queso mentioned. You don't need high quality stuff.
Nope.
Like, you don't need a high quality setup. You don't need high quality cameras. You don't need high quality computer. You don't need none of that. You can sit there with just your phone and stream if that's what you want to do.
Yep.
Like, you don't need to invest anything. And honestly, the least amount of money you invest in the beginning, the better. Invest as you go along. Just start and make it better later.
No,
That's my
thank you
biggest
for
piece
that.
of advice.
Please, because I see that a lot of times people will be like, oh, I want to start streaming, but I need to get this scene together and I need to do this and I need to do this. No, the fuck you don't. When I started streaming, y'all, I turned this fucking MacBook on and I went on live. And I used this MacBook, no headset, no microphone, no nothing but this shitty ass computer for the first 3 months of me streaming. I put no money into it. I just fucking started because I wanted to see what would happen. So I feel like that's a great piece of advice. Just fucking start. Don't think about everything you need to do and all the scenes and all the sound. You don't need any of that. Like follow alerts and sounds. I didn't have any of that until about March, and I started in December. I didn't have any of that for 3 months. No sounds, no turnover, literally nothing. Just vibes, just vibes. And I hit my first 1,000 followers in 56 days off of just vibes. No sounds, no followers, no commands, no nothing but me just turning on the computer and having a little box for my camera. Oh, that's another piece of advice. Turn your camera on. Turn your camera on. Like, oh my God, turn the camera on. If you have a camera and you want to stream, turn the fucking camera on. Like, turn the camera on. Like, stop. If you have a camera, stream with the camera on. Like, if you are able to be on camera, turn the camera on. Turn the camera on. People are going to stay and watch you if your camera is on. Turn the camera on.
Yeah.
Turn the camera on.
People stay longer and connect more when you have your camera on.
Mm-hmm. Turn the camera on. What about you, Noon? Silas said no thanks.
Yeah.
Not actually agreeing. Please, girl. Girl.
So I'm gonna ask me a messy in the chat.
Yeah. I mean, I do most definitely agree. You absolutely do not need a 5090, 2 cameras, and that's not where I started. I started, like I said, with an HP laptop, and I sat there. Just some lore. I never dropped this, by the way, so this is the exclusive.
New lore,
Let me pause the music.
Exclusive new lore.
I used to make IMVU music videos to teach myself how to edit. So if y'all want to know some lore, they're gone off the face of the earth. They're gone. But I used to sit there and I used to make music videos to teach myself how to edit. I used to stay up every day from 10th grade all the way until I went to college, like just behind the scenes, just like really trying to go in there and learn how to edit. And it taught me how to edit, and I didn't have a good computer. And then over time, also you learn exactly what you want to invest in. So like, I think a lot of people fail to realize that like, if getting the content for money is a bad decision. That is a awful, terrible decision, because you're going to, every time that you post, you're going to think that like people owe you money. You have to earn that trust. You have to go in there with the mindset of like, you enjoy creating content, because then the people that enjoy creating content reap the benefits because they're consistent. They don't use what they have to try to be like, well, I spent money on this, so I deserve. Like, no, that's not. I mean, you see me, like I was posting to the air until something happened. Like, you can spend all the money in the world on something, but you still got to make people believe in you, like you do. And a lot of people connect with people the most knowing that they're the closest to them. Even
They're
me,
relatable.
I got put in the video, basically calling my setup out, and I had to literally let people know, hold on,
No, please.
wait,
No, please.
I'm cool people. Y'all ain't gotta yell at me. I'm cool people, because at the end of the day, before I even got all of this, I started off with one of them, y'all know them integrated graphics cards that you get off of Amazon.
Yes.
And you put in those work computers. That's where I started.
Ciao.
So like, it don't require all that at all. Just a dream. If you want to make it, you just go in there and just do it. Like, ain't nobody stopping you. At the end of the day, who don't want to watch new content? Like, who don't?
It was a chat that I think we should all comment on about the face cam.
I was
Chanel
just about
said,
to come back to that.
Yeah, I can't focus on my game while my cam is on. Best piece of advice: stop looking at yourself. Just stop looking at yourself. Like, if you're gonna have your face cam on and play your game, just stop. Like, get ready before you get on stream. Whatever makes you feel good, whether you get all dolled up or whatever, or you don't. and then stop looking at yourself. Like you just gotta, like ORRsumn said, show up as yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and then it doesn't matter. You know, like if you got RBF, then you just got RBF. We all got it. What difference do it make? When we locked in on our game, we all look like hunched over, staring at the game. We all look like that. It's nothing like you don't have to, it's not a beauty pageant. You know, like it's not, you don't have to look like a model to, you know, be on camera. Like people aren't looking for that. And it's the same thing as like people like who they can relate to. If you show up looking like a regular person to somebody who's sitting at home looking like a regular person watching you, they're gonna feel like they're at home kicking it with you. You know, like rather than you, I don't know, putting on some huge show, some stop receiving me. You know, like just
And I do
be
want to
you.
reiterate. I said for new streamers, if you can turn the camera on, you should turn it on. If you don't want to be a cam streamer, you don't have to be. But I do think, in my humble opinion, without being on camera, you need to have a personality and something worth people
Yeah.
watching. Like I
Yeah.
seen somebody in the comments say, "I don't come to see the streamers. I come to see the Sims." I don't know nothing about that because my community comes to see me, but I do know like a lot of people are here, like they're here because they can see your expressions, they can see your emotions, they can see what you're doing. 1 and 2, you don't have to be on camera. You can be a streamer without being on camera. Like you just have to have that Janae Saquon. And unfortunately, like
Janae Saquon.
what's it called? wait, what's it called? You gotta have that Janae Saquon for real. And I do think like if you don't have that Janae Saquon, you can't just be sitting up there being boring on a damn stream with no camera and you just boring as fuck. No Janae Saquon, no storyline, no nothing. You just boring as fuck. Like, there's a lot of people I watch that don't came up. Like Silent was in the chat. I stay in Silent streams. I love Silence Lord. I love Silent streams. And she don't have no camera. I come around. I'll watch if you don't have a camera, but I'm not gonna lie and say I will stay longer. Like if you're new and you have a camera on and I can see what you look like, I'm gonna click and look. Like I mean that definitely is just for me. A camera and no follower only chat on off. Like that follower only chat off and a camera on. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna check you out. Like that's my advice. I don't know
I would say
why
this,
y'all
though.
laughing when I said Janae Saquon. Like, what is it called?
It's
Y'all know what
Janae
I'm talking
Saquon.
about.
Sequoia.
That's what I
Saquon,
said.
yeah.
What's it called?
Where's Donna?
What's it
But
called?
Janae Saquon.
I will say, to be honest, for people that do want to create, because this was my job at one point to really help people start something from nothing when it comes to content, is there is I would say a rubric to attention, right? You, especially when it comes to social media and creating content, like you have to study. Like don't, please y'all, study creators, please. If you don't want to use the camera, study Ashley, study like people that don't use their camera. If you see somebody that does use their camera, what does that aesthetic look like? What does, like, what people want to watch, what does it look like? And then you have to go in and make it your own, but still like aesthetics. Aesthetics don't mean everything, but at least make it to where somebody can watch it. Just because we say turn the camera on or just play the game, don't mean we want to see your game all stretched out and look weird and we can't understand what's going on. That's not what we mean. Yes, study and make it your own. Like go in, get inspiration, understand the rubric of what people want to see, what people like watching, and you know what looks good on the eye. Make content that you make content that you watch. Like make content that you
Yes.
want to see.
But don't
just
copy.
throw shit out there. Don't copy. Make content
Please.
you want to see though. Like with think about movies. They all use letterbox bars. That's a perfect example. It's not copying. That's just the aesthetic of what people like to see. They use cinematic bars to go in and it gives you a feel. Same thing with doing TikToks. If you level the font right and it looks even, people just like the aesthetic. It's clean, it's simple. Do what you got to do. If you got your own flair, make sure it's your own flair on top of like what people still have certain things they want to see on a day-to-day basis. So go in and study that too. Please put that in like the top, and then you expand after. Plan to start planning. be scheduled. No schedule.
Not you calling me out. Not you calling me out.
I've started
I
scheduling
caught
this
a
year.
stray.
I started scheduling this year, and it's forced me to get up. If I don't schedule, I'm cooked. I'm gonna be honest. I have experienced it too many times.
I caught a stray.
Me too, because what's the schedule? I can't even spell that.
Well, see, ORRsumn, you stream every day, you know. So, like, honestly,
we know we're gonna see you at some point during the day. Yeah.
Whoa.
Now why am I here? And you could have did it. See how I get thrown into? I didn't did that.
That is true. I do be here all the time. We do have, like I said, there's a lot of Sims questions. Some of these, I'm sorry, they're not getting
two
answered.
of them, maybe.
But yeah, I'm about to ask about two of them. My first one that I think is funny that I seen is where is that? Hold on. Oh, okay. I like this one. I actually didn't see this. Do you feel like the being a Sims content creator is too saturated for new people to break into without it being seen as copying or plagiarism?
This question's for me.
Oh, go ahead. You get it first.
You know we had this talk on my stream. Absolutely not. Okay? And right now we have a lot of Sims creators in the chat right now. We have a lot of people who make Sims content.
Yep.
No. And that goes for any other game as well. Any game you're playing, just to make content in general. Even if you just want to do just chatting. You know how many just chatting people there are every single day? You know how many people who play in Sims every single day? No. Because somebody watches New doesn't take away from somebody watching me. Because somebody watches ORRsumn doesn't take away from watching New. Because somebody watches Ashley or Jonna or anybody, I'm just looking at the names in the chat. Anybody who's in here, it doesn't take away from anybody. Like, there's no limit to how much content is out there. People are always looking for something to watch.
Okay.
Always. And people may connect with you more than they connect with somebody else. So, again, be you, show up, make the content. Stop worrying about what everybody else doing. Don't worry about what everybody else doing.
I want to just piggyback off of that. Like, it's not too saturated. Honestly, The Sims is not even that big of a market. If we keep it a stack, it's not even that big of a market. I know us as Simmers, we think it's like so big, but it's really not. Nobody really be checking for The Sims except for Simmers 1 and 2. When I came in, there's a million other creators doing stuff. Like, you can't have that thought process that it's too saturated, because you're not gonna make it. Like, doing shit, anything in life, even if you're not concentrating, you're just working in a fucking office and you want to get to the next level at your job. If you do not believe that you can do that, you're not gonna do it. For sure.
That's part of making content too. Like, you have to realize that over time, some people may not resonate with your content, and like, that's okay. And like, just because they may like one thing you do, they may not like all things you do. So like, that's okay. You know, like, it's part of it. You know, don't be upset because you see people one week and don't see them the next. They'll be back. And if they don't, you're just making room for somebody else. That's all.
Okay.
So
exactly that. Our next Sims question is if you all lived in one Sims household, who would start the drama first?
ORRsumn, be for real. Why did you even pick that question? Why did you even pick that question?
Because maybe y'all could think that it would be somebody else. Like, why? Like, no. Like, okay, between you two.
Between us two?
It is for New and Dumb. Between you two.
I don't know.
Who was like, why are y'all all saying ORRsumn? You know what? Call ORRsumn over. You know what?
Me and New be chilling.
Yeah, man.
Ciao. You know what? I can't stand y'all. Like, it be your own community.
You picked the question.
And this is why I don't own them.
You
Go watch
picked the
somebody
question.
else. Go watch somebody else.
You play too much.
I mean, I just seen it like, dang. Okay, another Sims question. This one's for New. I wasn't gonna ask this, because I think this is something that, you know, you could I don't know, but maybe other people will get from this. It says this question is for New World. When recording cinematic scenes, how far should the camera be from the sim scene and how close should it be as well? I don't know. I don't know too much about that. I wasn't going to ask that because I don't know. Maybe you could. I feel like you can make a whole bag off of that. A little YouTube video. But that is
So,
a specific question for you.
Self shout out. I do have a cinematic tutorial that can literally at 5
Hey,
o'clock. But watch. I say this all the time when people ask me about it. But please, when you do cinematics on your phone, if you got a second monitor, if you're working on your laptop, watch an actual show while you're doing it. So you get to see angles from people that get paid so much money to do something. Like watch a show. You just
Smart.
look, see, oh, how did they do when it comes from person A, person B? How does the camera look? What's the angle? And then just copy it. Because they do it in every single film. It's all you just look and copy from people that get paid millions to make it. So that's what I do. That's how I learned it, to be honest.
Okay, period. And you said you do have a video on this out?
On the way today at 5
Oh,
o'clock.
well, y'all
actually.
hear that today, 5 o'clock, New World on YouTube. You can go get all those questions answered for your cinematic needs.
50 minutes. So y'all sit down and watch this, please.
I'm
all
gonna
50
ask.
minutes. All 50 minutes.
Okay, I see 3 more questions I want to ask y'all before we get into the second segment. If y'all don't know, the second part of this collab, we're gonna be all redoing the same townie in our own sim styles, and then y'all get to vote and see which one y'all like the most. And we're gonna put all these townies up for free on our Patreons for y'all to download if you do enjoy them. So that's what we're doing next. But I do have 3 more questions I want to ask. The next one is, what's the funniest thing chat has ever convinced you to do?
Both just do the same thing. Like, why don't we all just like? Well, knew you wanted to go first because I was there.
Mine was wild. I'll go last.
I plead the fifth.
You plead the fifth? Okay, Dumpling, you next.
Wait, I missed it.
He said he plead the fifth.
Oh, okay. Please, Sage. Okay. See what happened was, we had a story time redeem, and the story time led to the community name.
Thank you,
And
Mufasa.
now,
Get you some good rest.
Yeah, I just have an iconic story time. Y'all will see it at some point. We will not divulge that information right here today, but yes, the emotes are in the chat. Yes.
Gucci gang.
Yeah.
My crazy one. Oh God. So this was like back in like April of last year. I was doing a long stream. I think it was a 24-hour stream, and I was getting tired. So somebody in the chat was like, "Oh, we should do prank calls." Y'all, never do prank calls with your community again. So there's this one girl who used to be in my community. She messy as fuck. She sent me this number. She's like, I need you to call them and say that you messing with her boyfriend. Say you mess with her boyfriend. So I'm like, okay, bet. So you know me, I get on the phone. I'm like, yeah, like you blank's girlfriend. Like, oh yeah, I'm messing with him. Da 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 da. She's like, wait, are you a guy? Are you a guy? I'm like, yeah, I'm a guy. Like, I'm fucking with your man. Da da da. She's like, oh my gosh, that's probably how I got that STD. Da da da. Boom. Like, y'all, she started talking about an STD. So me, I'm in the bag. I'm like, yeah, you got that from me. Da da da. Like, I'm in my. Mind you, it's all prank calls. So I was like, yeah, girl, like, you got that from me. I gave it to her in my bed. Da da da. Lying my ass off, y'all. Mind you, we're live. We're live in front of all these people. I'm lying on a fucking prank call, pretending that I gave this random girl STD that she got from her boyfriend.
Oh no.
And that was the chat's fault, so. And I don't have an STD, just in case y'all wondering.
Oh.
Just in case y'all wondering, I do want to clear that part up.
I think you topped all of us.
Yeah, that's probably that's probably the funniest thing that happened. It was a hot ass mess.
Okay.
The next question is, how do you recover mentally after a bad stream or tech disaster?
Oh, this is easy. I go first on that. All my streams be tech disasters. Not gonna lie, I start them out in a tech disaster. Nothing be ready. Stuff be be going wrong. Alerts don't be working. Sound be
Child.
off. Everything, if you start out like that, it can only go up from there. So,
Very
there you
true.
go. There you go. It's a part of the brand at this point. It's a part of the
Yeah.
brand.
I feel like same. I don't ever have to mentally recover after a bad stream because my bad streams are still good streams, and I say that humbly.
Yeah.
My bad streams are still really good streams. So even when something goes wrong, I'm still like looking at what I did. If I ever have a bad stream, I'll just look at my numbers and I'm like, okay. Like, okay, well, at least we still managed to keep people here. Like, I've had moments where I've said something like that I wish I wouldn't have said, or like something that I wish I could take back live. But I mean, usually like I'll just gloss over it, or like my community will help me like gloss over it. Like, I remember one time, this was like months ago, I was doing a stream and somebody came in the stream. They was like, "Oh, I'm watching you while in the bathtub," and I was like, "Ooh, don't be doing that," as a joke. And everybody in my chat got awkward that I made that joke. Like, "Oh, I watch you in the bath all the time." Oh, and I'm sitting there like I got quiet because I'm like, did I just offend people? Like, I literally just shut up for like 10 minutes. Like, let me just hush because I don't know like what I said wrong.
Like, what's the
But
vibes? What's
usually
happening?
they all got over it like later. But yeah, when I like have moments of like bad things or things that I wish I could take back, I kind of just shut up for a little bit and just let it gloss over. And I won't post the VOD if it's that bad. I'll just hold it out.
Yeah. Beauty of streaming. It's all live. Once it's there, it's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if you don't want to post it again, you just don't post it again. Now somebody could clip you up, but somebody could clip you up.
What about you, Nu?
Same. I just let it rock. It is what it is. If I even if something is wrong, I love y'all community, but y'all gonna sit there till I fix it. So that's just
Real shit.
that's just what we got to do for real.
All right, and this last question I feel like is the perfect one to close off this first ever amazing Call ORRsumn. This last question is for all y'all. I'm gonna start with you, Nu. Who inspires you? I'm gonna say name 3 people who inspire you.
Ooh.
3. I feel like it's a lot for real, but
Can we just narrow it down? Can you just pick one?
I was trying to say 3 to give you more options so you don't have to just pick one. I was trying to be nice. You want to just pick one?
I gotta give. For me, I gotta give Ashley Plays her flowers, like just to see just authentic, just black cinematic gold gameplay, like that inspired me so much to just really go in and start like, believing that there is a way to make this type of content, and like there's like a whole realm open for using the Sims as just like a base to create just real cinematic stories and things. So I would say that. 2, I say just the community for real. Like, I know that's like multiple people, but like one person showing up inspires, because you hope like, oh, maybe somebody else come, and then maybe somebody else come, and then my community is really like I love them to death, because at the end of the day, like I understand everything ain't gonna be good in life, to be honest. Let's be real, we all go through stuff, so it's good to see the community show up. And then God, I got to put the inspiration there. Just using God is just like seeing like life, and understanding that like, once again, everything is not going to be easy. But at the end of the day, if you don't do it, faith without works is dead. You don't do it, you get nothing. So
Yep.
that's just those. I think those are my 3 really, really, really big inspirations.
Okay.
Well, dang, no.
What about you, Dom?
I mean, same answers. Like what? Like you already covered that. Like definitely God for sure. Put that before anything. As far as in the community, I agree. Ashley for sure. Ashley has like an amazing way of connecting all her stories and like just deepening the story, and like that's something I really love. As well as like Midsummer, like Jada,
Hell
same.
yeah.
Like the way she connects the storylines, because for me it's like it's the story behind everything. Like of course the cinematics are there, of course the quality is there, but just the details of like taking the time, like actually be doing recolors just to fit the storyline. Like you taking the time to make branded bags for your storyline. Like that is inspiring. Like people, I'm not gonna lie, people be on Ash's neck talking about how long it'd be taking her to make videos. But look at the quality that's going into it. Like it makes sense why it takes the time. You know, like there's a lot of people in the community I look up to, but definitely like, and new for sure. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sitting next to one of mine. I'm not gonna lie, like, not gonna lie, especially cinematics, storyline, all of it. I have to say, like, same with the community, like, here I go. I'm about to be a sap, y'all. I'm about to be a sap. I have to say, like, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that, like, having a community and, like, having a space for the community to all come together and, like, talk. Like, I'm not gonna lie, having my Discord server was the best thing that happened this whole past year. I'm not gonna lie. Bringing the Discord server back was the best thing that could have ever happened, because like making connections and talking to y'all was like, that's the biggest inspiration for real. Like y'all really be pushing me and be like, you got this. Like we all be supporting each other, and I love that. And it's just so much different than sitting by myself and sitting at my PC and just like, okay, let me figure this out. Like just being able to talk to your community and like bounce ideas off them and like them really tell you what they want to see. That's an inspiration for real. Like for real. Like y'all really care. Y'all really want to see us succeed. Y'all really
Oh my
want to
God,
like.
Ashley Plays. Thank you for the follow.
Y'all are
Barbara
just
Hurts in
there.
the
Y'all
chat.
are
Welcome
locked
in the
in,
Road
and
Valley.
that's a real inspiration. So
I want you
sure.
next. I want you next, Ashley.
To freedom. What you saying over there?
I was just thanking Ashley Plays for the follow, and I said I want you next, and I put the freedom, and then I
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Ash, we need you on next. Yes.
That's it.
That's gonna break the internet for real.
Hell yeah.
Super dope. For me,
Wait. Before you even start or something,
thank you.
are on my list as well. Let me backtrack a little bit. I was just thinking
facts.
YouTube, but as far as streamers, the way I sat back and watched you, and you really just kind of took me under your wing to say like, girl, do this, because do it, is like, yeah, like I can't leave you out for real. Like, and just hearing your story alone has been an inspiration for real. I'm gonna cry. We're not doing this today.
Me too.
Suck it in. To know that you really leaned into faith and just like say, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that for real, that's testimony for real. Like, and to see you doing it is like, even just from when I met you till now is an exponential change. So like, to be sitting here with you, yeah. You always say like, oh, I'm with the greats. Like, hello, I be snatching you up. Like, you one of. Like, what you mean? You're not left out of that equation. So everybody show some love to ORRsumn. And if you aren't following him, I'm going to snatch all of y'all up. Yes. W streamer, W content.
Now where are my hands? And you could have did it. See how I get wrong because you never apologize.
Whoa, thank you so much. Expected that, but thank you. I don't know. When it comes to my inspirations, honestly, I'm gonna piggyback Jesus Christ, of course. Like Jesus God, like of course, my community. My pretty gang inspires me daily, because if it wasn't for my community, I wouldn't have been able to just quit and, chase my dreams and do what I do, because, I wouldn't have people actually there watching me. So I give a lot of my inspiration to my community. And honestly, like when it comes to simmers, like I used to watch a lot of simmers growing up. In my adult life, I don't really. There's a few people that I do watch, but there's a lot of people I don't know. Like Ashley, y'all say her all the time. I just got into her like a couple days ago because literally y'all always talking about Ashley Plays, and I'm like, who is that? Like I don't be knowing nobody, and not because like they don't have reach. It's because I'm closed off. I don't be knowing anybody.
Yeah.
But one person that really definitely inspired me is Zarella. I loved watching her LPs. I love
yes.
Zarella. Kia, hilarious. I love Kia. Like it's really like black. Honestly, anybody black in our space inspires me because we all just do it so differently and so unique. So just black people. I hate to put it like that, but a lot of my inspiration comes from black people because like we're just like the blueprint. So for sure that and y'all, honestly, you too. That's why I said it's such a big thing that I got y'all on my first ever Call ORRsumn, because I think that's so dope. Like, y'all are huge names in this shit, and y'all decided to sit down with me and do this and make this first Call ORRsumn something that will not be forgotten. So, shout out to Dumpling and New World. Can we get some applause in the chat?
Let's run it back in a year.
Let's run it back in a year and see where we are.
Let's run it back. Yeah. Let's run it back in a year. It's an annual thing.
Thank you guys so much, Dumpling and New. I appreciate y'all so much for coming on my platform and sharing y'all platforms with me for this first ever Call ORRsumn segment. I was super nervous because this started as a little idea, and I think this was an amazing time. So I do greatly thank y'all so much for answering these questions and hanging out with me during this time. WW, I appreciate y'all. Shout out y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go follow New World and Dumpling if you aren't already.